Hey, this is Coach Marty,
And this is Lori.
and it's time for That Sports Couple.
What?
Brought to you by
Diamond Distributing.
Colonial Exterminating Company,
Edward Jones, C. Robert Email.
Wendy Benedetto, Ladder and Blue,
Sports Pub, Dusterhead.
Adam Roussel, Riverbend, Chiropractic, Harris Trophies,
The Seafood Pod. Welcome back to That Sports Couple. This is episode 17. 17. That's good. We promised you kind of every week, probably every other week. We skipped a week because it's Mardi Gras. It's March. There's a lot going on. He's still Ubering. I'm not. I've been substitute teaching, but it's March. Mardi Gras. Yesterday was Endymion. Livy Dunn was the queen of the world yesterday. Today was Bacchus. We don't go to the parades, but Bacchus. Shaquille O'Neal was Shackus. Shackus, there you go. And he ruled over the streets of New Orleans. Our children went and enjoyed, but we stay home and watch it on TV because we're old people. Why are we old people, Marty?
I don't know.
Because somebody's having a birthday this week, Marty.
Oh, yeah, you're getting old.
If I don't put it on the calendar, you will not remember.
It's Lori's birthday week. Most people have a day. Lori has a week.
I have a month. I will accept gifts, cocktails, lunch invitations all month.
And karaoke on
Saturday. There will be video, I'm sure. So happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm a senior citizen.
Congratulations.
I'm not as old as you yet.
Well, you'll never catch. I promise.
I'm getting older every day. But anyway, happy springtime. The weather's been beautiful. Been outside trying to reclaim the yard from Mother Nature. And it's been baseball weather, Marty.
Well, it has. It's been up and down, though. I mean, we had the real cool. Well, we had the snow, which set everybody back. And then it got beautiful. And then everybody went to Monroe. Not beautiful in Monroe.
Marty was going to go to Monroe, but then he saw the weather forecast and went,
I was going to see all the teams. Everybody in one place. It would be fabulous. Not at 30.
It was lower now, wasn't it? Wasn't it like 18?
Nighttime it got, no. Sorry.
Look, I saw pictures of our friends from Riverside Academy who did go to watch the Rebels play. And I saw one mom who brought her little portable deer blind or whatever it was. And she was in that.
With a
heater. They brought every ounce of clothing that they could fit. And that's not, I've been there, done that. That's not fun.
But
usually it's soccer. But.
Talking to everybody, they said it really wasn't that bad. Obviously, the first night was bad, but they all had prepared for it. So if you came ready, the heaters, now the fans have portable heaters, and they can do all kinds of things where it didn't used to be that way, But I guarantee you, those coaches in the dugout were freezing.
Well, plus, moms have no shame in bringing their bag chair and their little portable duck blinds and sitting and under the tent and blankets. But dads have to be cool and have to stand on the fence and with just their hands in their pockets.
No, they brought their heaters. I talked to them. I had 3 heaters going,
I've never seen a dad
Yes.
with a heater.
Yeah.
He might go sit by his wife for a few minutes so she doesn't think he forgot her, but I've never seen a dad with a heater, ever.
When it hits a certain temperature, you give up all machoism goes out the window.
Oh my goodness. I've been in soccer in the snow, football in the snow, on top of the press box in the snow. No, I don't have to do that anymore.
No more.
Nope. There were times when you couldn't even type. Your fingers were so frozen that you couldn't type.
Well, Lori, the best thing about what's going on with the prep season is that everybody's getting into that third week, that get close to that 15 game mark, which is basically half the season. Is that a
milestone?
Well, it's about half the season, and everyone's getting close to that. And
half the season already.
And the thing about that as a coach, we always used the number 15. When we got to our 15th game, we had a pretty good idea what our team's going to be like, who was going to play every day, how we were going to use our guys, and we're at 12 right now. A lot of the teams are at 12, 11, and so I think they're getting pretty close to knowing their team for this year, and they get ready to make that run.
And some of them started off real hot, like 5-0, 4-0, 6-0, and then they hit real competition. Things get a little slow.
Well, you start to see everyone's playing in these tournaments. So when you're playing, the smaller schools will play 3 games in a weekend. The larger schools will play 4 games in a weekend. And you start to see at the end of the weekend your pitching depth start to fall apart. If you played a game during the week, you're talking 5 games, 4 or 5 games a week. It gets tough to find your staff, and everyone has to pitch well, or you go deeper, and then you go deeper into your group, and it gets hard. It's a good test, and it's good prep, but once they get out of this, and they only have 2 more weekends of tournaments, and then they get into their regular season where they play 3 games a week, and they're spread out, and it gets a little bit easier to prepare your pitching,
Right.
But so does the other team, so the games get better.
So have you seen any big surprises? There was a Catholic game last week. Who beat Catholic? Who was it?
The biggest games that we've seen is like Letcher going 14 innings with Parkview Baptist.
Yeah, saw that one.
A 1-0 14 inning game is tough early in the year, but it just shows you the quality of the teams, those 2 teams, because Parkview is really, really good, and so is Letcher. Yet Letcher, because of tournaments and having and playing some tough teams, they're sitting here at 6-6. They played. They just played a set with St. Charles where they won. St. Charles won 2 out of 3. All the games were 1-run games, so they were all fabulous, games, and it was probably fun. It was a lot of fun to, It was the one thing we didn't get out of the football season. They were supposed to play each other during football, and that was one that was lost by a storm. So we ended up not getting that game in, but we got to see it in baseball, and and those are good rivalries, and you get a lot of answers about your team. You get a lot of answers about your team playing games like that, and then you have a team like Hahnville, who was projected to be one of the top 5A teams. And they got off to a I won't say a slow start. They're 6-7, but if today was the playoffs, they would make it. So they have to right their ship and start playing better. Even though they've gotten some outstanding individual performances, Kai Romero has just been tearing it up, hitting home runs, driving in runs, being everything he was supposed to be. He was a freshman. He played, and this is his sophomore year. But yet they're still having.
I think I covered his dad.
Alex.
Yes.
So they're dealing with that. So, then you have Destrehan, who had some question marks, came out and been fabulous. 10-2. The 2 losses have been to quality teams, West Monroe and Dutchtown. So they played really well and won some big games. So they're off to a great start. They're sitting high in the power ratings, and they're going to be sitting pretty. Another one is Riverside Academy. I mean, you gotta like what's been happening over there. They came out, won their first games, and they were in the 7-1. They're now 8-4, but they're still playing well. Got a great performance from Jace Ruiz for his first 2 outings.
Yes.
Until he hurt his hand. Had some surgery on it, and then. Brody Vickner stepped up and threw a 5-inning perfect game the other day. So
great kid, great student, one of my former students. I'm taking credit for.
But they're playing well and they're pitching well. A tribute to Coach Diamond and what he's doing, and Jade Falconer's doing a great job putting those guys together and putting them in the right places and doing things right. So they're off to a good start at 8-4. So. Sitting number 7 in their power rating. So things are going well in different areas. And when you look at right now, obviously Destrehan is one of the things from Riverside, but probably the thing that jumps out the most at you is St. James.
Oh, St. James.
St. James coming out 7-1, number one power rating at this time. Will it hold up? It would be tremendous if it did. I mean, that's a great start for them. Puts them in a good position.
A team that has never been considered a powerhouse in baseball is having a good show.
Yeah, off to a great start. So you look at them and say, "Wow," but they got some big games. They got to play Letcher. They're going to play Riverside. They got some games that they're going to play Covenant Christian, who's undefeated, and they have some tough games in front of them.
Right.
Doesn't take away from their start.
Right. Exactly.
You look at I mentioned Destrehan and Riverside, but Letcher's 6-6. St. Charles is 6-6. St. Charles has played a very tough schedule, and they've come out. Now everyone knew that they had left a lot of seniors graduate last year, in the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. That made them real good. It's just a matter of reloading and them getting confidence and all. And Wayne, Coach Stein, I'm sure will get them there very soon, because he's always got. Matter of fact, he won 2 out of 3 from Letcher this weekend, and played well.
Yeah,
they played well. So you go, okay, well they're in good shape. Hondo, we mentioned, was 6-7. West St. John, East St. John, 1-4 is West St. John or East St. John, and West St. John's 1-3, and they play in a limited schedule.
Yes.
Because they don't go to the tournaments because they don't have that kind of depth. So
right.
they got to play a game here, a game there, and they're off to a start. But even East St. John winning early, last year they struggled to win games. So
correct.
So this was getting one early was big, but then now they're 1-4.
Exactly. Well, so baseball's in the thick. Softball, we didn't really put together a softball wrap up, but the ladies are out on the field just as well. And
the same characters are doing
exactly
what they do. Riverside's hitting home runs,
always,
and winning games under a new coach.
Hondo's doing well.
Hondo's doing very well. Destrehan's playing 500. Letcher and St. Charles are both real good. We've seen that, but there's no surprises there.
No. Everybody expects our softball teams to do well.
I
remember I think I've said this before, one of the volleyball coaches in the city of New Orleans, she coached at Newman, Joanne Skirtich, and after she won her, umpteenth state championship, we talked about why volleyball was so good in New Orleans. She said, we just consider New Orleans volleyball and the river parishes is softball. And everybody has their strengths. So, but keep on going, kids, and don't let Mardi Gras get in the way.
Well, that's always a concern for coaches, that something would happen over the break.
Right.
While you're, and we used to I used to always tell mine, if you're going to do something stupid, don't wear your stuff.
Be anonymous?
Yeah. Don't be wearing Riverside stuff well, actually, it was more Destrehan stuff. Don't wear your Destrehan stuff to the parade and then do something that you'll regret. And it comes back to me now. I got to deal with it.
Yeah, but they all want to wear their hats.
They don't. Not when they go out.
I guess if they're being silly. Yeah.
On their parade route, they pull out their major league hats.
And they wear them sideways and backwards because you wouldn't let them.
Well, now the Riverside group was never a problem because they were younger.
Right.
And they went with their parents, and they weren't getting in any trouble, any real trouble. So they were never a problem. I never had to worry about them. But
spring is just a crazy time, though. I mean, you have Mardi Gras, you're going to have proms coming up. Then you're going to have the Easter break. There's a lot, track season's getting ready to start. There's a lot for coaches to deal with in the spring. Tim DeTillia used to say it was an untamed beast. Just everything happening in the springtime, and so many things, pulling you, carnival balls and everything else going on.
The hardest thing about coaching in the spring is, the spring sports parents all think they know everything. I hate to say it like that, but they know the game. They know what's supposed to happen. They think you should, they have a pretty good opinion. Nobody says anything about football. Nobody said, man, we should have ran the counter there instead of the
Yes,
sweep.
they do.
No,
you just don't sit in a stand.
No, they don't. not like they do in baseball, where they're right there and you can hear them, and they're very vocal.
What was it like going to the game and being in the stands and listening to the people?
Well,
welcome to my world.
No, it wasn't fun. So I either go in the press box,
or down on the fence,
or right on the fence.
Yeah.
So I can,
I sit behind home
So I
plate
can-
and hear, "Come on, Blue!" from both sides, and
so I can
terrible call.
I can really concentrate on what's going on in the field and watch the kids and their reactions and all. But so besides the Uber driving, I have so many distractions, that I'm doing. Well, I'm trying to get out and do some ministry. I'm also now looking at possibly doing some consulting for colleges
There you go.
for parents, and helping their kids prepare and get themselves ready to go make that run to try to find a college for my child. And
Well, you have so many connections that you certainly can help kids that are looking for a place to play.
and there are organizations that offer that already for quite a large sum, and it's something I would love to do to help, but I'm not going to do it for free either.
But you're going to be cheap.
Cheaper than that.
Cheaper. There you go. Well, busy springtime.
Busy spring.
Yes.
We're going to sit down. I promise you that in the next 2 days, I'm going to try to talk to every coach and get them taped and let them tell me about their team
There you go.
and where they are and what's going on. Mardi Gras Day will probably be a day where I could get a little bit of their time.
Probably since Jefferson Parish just canceled all the parades because of the bad weather. It's crazy. Crazy.
It's a lot of money.
I know. Well, they said they're going to try and find another day to roll, which, we have parades all the time right now. St. Patrick's Day and all that kind of
It's not
stuff.
a day.
They could tack
Monday?
No, but they could tack on to one of the Irish parades or something and let them roll. Because these people have already spent all their money. Costumes, floats have been built and rented, and throws have been purchased.
Let's have Mardi Gras during Lent.
Well, they have St. Patrick's during Lent.
Yeah, okay. Not the same.
Little Irish man. Yeah.
Not the same.
There you go. What else do you want to talk about? We've also been watching lots of college baseball. We watched the Compass game, Northwestern and Southeastern. And I put it on Twitter, there needs to be a big trophy given to the school that beats the other in the most athletic events throughout the school year. Call it the Compass Trophy. And it can be a big compass. I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
The Compass Trophy. Northeastern, Southwestern.
What
Got it all
games
covered.
count? What games don't?
Everything counts.
No, you can't.
Beat you in club flag football. There you go. No, the major sports: baseball, football, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf. I don't care. I just think it's cool. Not very many places have a Northeast Southwest game. We also watched Tulane on their little California trip this weekend.
And they've been playing well. Well, my complaint, though, I'm turning my complaint on the big dog.
Go ahead.
It shouldn't cost. You shouldn't have to buy 3 or 4 different things to watch LSU baseball.
We have not seen an LSU baseball game yet.
And if
I know
they're
doing good.
they're 10-1.
They won the Frisco tournament this weekend.
You know.
Couldn't watch any of it.
No, but if you got it's going to cost you $100 to watch. Oh, you'd have paid that to go to the game.
It's cheaper.
I'm not going to the game.
They said somebody's posted on Twitter today or yesterday that LSU travels well. That the park in Frisco, Texas was full of LSU people. I said, yeah, it's the only way they can afford to see them play.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper to just drive to Texas, come back, get a hamburger, Whataburger, come back. Come on, really, right? I'm amazed. There, you can only watch LSU on D1 baseball with rare exceptions, but then some other games are going to be on something else, and it's silly. Tulane, we pay ESPN and we click through, and it's like, okay, here's Tulane.
Here's 40 games.
Put a little angry wave.
Here's 40 games.
Yeah.
Watch the one you want. You want to watch Tulane? Watch it. You
We
want to watch
watch-
Southeastern, Northwestern? Watch it.
We watched a little bit of UNO. We
Yeah.
watched Tulane. We watched a couple of UL games. My friend Dan McDonald is the announcer for the call guy for UL. Love that. I can always recognize his voice. Oh, there's Dan. What else do we watch? And he's been watching. It's that time. Spring training games. A little bit.
A little bit of. The problem is you got to watch the first couple innings because the names jump off. The guys that are going to make the team leave and the AA team plays the rest of the game.
But that's half the fun.
Eh,
We even watched some of the NFL Combine yesterday.
we watch a little bit of everything.
We do. See?
Except basketball.
Don't blame us. We just not into basketball. I have tried. I will watch basketball during March Madness. I do a bracket. I guess completely which teams I think might win. And one year I came in second in the Times-Picayune pool. I was second. Didn't win any money. I think I got my entry fee back. It was $5 or something. But every year I do the ESPN one, and it's purely I do one for serious and one with I'm just going to pick this team to win.
I like the uniform.
Exactly. Well, I don't like that coach. I'm going to pick this guy. That's how it goes. So it's spring. It's a mad season, and it's my birthday week. What are you doing for my birthday, Coach?
I'm singing Tequila.
We're going to a karaoke bar. He will not sing except one song.
It only has 2 words.
Tequila.
Twice.
It was fun. It's the second annual birthday bash at this little bar in Kenner called KJ's. Come out and have a drink with us if you wish. There's a shot wheel that you spin the wheel, and wherever it lands, you get a deal. And their names are interesting. We're rated PG. We can't say, but it's fun. And hey, I love birthdays. A lot of people used to make fun of me because I just, birthday's the day that people think about you. They remember you. They call you. They text you. They message you on Facebook. They sometimes people buy you things. Sometimes they do not. Sometimes they remember your birthday, and sometimes they forget how old you are. That's a story for another day. What's it like turning 40, Lori? Marty. Anyway, I love birthdays.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That really happened. I love my birthday. I get excited just like I did when I was a little kid because I guess my parents spoiled me and made my birthday a big deal with big parties and cake.
You were rich.
Punch. I was not.
You were rich
I lived
people.
in a trailer.
You had your own carnival.
Well, they did rent a little kid carnival. We had all good. It was a little.
You had your own carnival.
I know, and I had a Ferris wheel in my cake, and yeah. And then one year, I think 5th, 6th grade, maybe, my mom said you could invite a few friends over for a party. I invited the entire class because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So we had 35 kids, and the following Monday, one of my classmates gave a report. Everything I ate at Lori's party. My mom had little petit fours. We had cake and punch and the little ice cream cups with the wooden spoons. And yeah, they did it all. So I've been spoiled. Now it's your turn to spoil me.
You drove a Porsche in college. You're not getting spoiled.
That's another story too. But anyway, happy birthday to me. Happy Mardi Gras to all of you. Please be safe. Watch out for the winds. I think we need to take the umbrella down on Tuesday. That's our podcast for this week. We've been trying to keep it a little shorter so, we don't lose your attention. But please visit our sponsors who are still hanging with us.
I don't know why.
You can buy me some crabs from the seafood pot for my birthday and a daiquiri from the sports pub and you could get me a massage from the River Parish Chiropractic and who else we got? You could bring me some money from Edward Jones, Robert Email, and what else? Wait, who else we got? You could get the bug man to come kill the ant pile. Don.
Would you like Ubik pies too?
Oh, Ubik pie, yes. You can buy me a Ubik pie from Diamond Distributing. And Tri-Parish Trophies would sure love to give you a trophy for me or a sign. Happy birthday to Lori. What else? Who else we got? Did I get everybody?
You got
I got it.
Wendy, she gets all right.
Wendy, you can. Wendy, we need to talk. Find us a nice little cottage on the Gulf Coast somewhere, on the beach. We're ready. We're ready to retire. And that's it. So visit our sponsors, and if you feel like buying me a birthday present,
Or
there you
maybe
go.
I'd show up at KJ's
KJ's Saturday night.
And buy her a drink.
Or two. There you go. Well, just remember that Sports Couple podcast will be here maybe next week, maybe the week after. Stay tuned.
We do love you, though. We try. And look in on Mardi Gras Day, see if I post those, if I get those coaches' interviews.
I hope you do.
That'd be fun.
That means I get to do them. But
Yeah, that's good.
all right. We love you.
We love each other.
Yeah, we love each other. Hey, Marty.
Yeah, hello.
How long does a baseball player usually spend in the library?
Nothing. 0.
Well, it's usually a short stop.
Oh.